would like to make a point that Mr. Niose seems to want to take away the rights and privileges of those of us who would like to continue to say under God when we recite the pledge, and that perhaps those people in Massachusetts would like to continue to say that as well. And I think those children who would like to leave that out could very simply recite the pledge without those words in it.
David?
Well, the question is, what is the government going to do? What is the government going to sponsor? Okay? It's our view, and I think it's a very reasonable view, that no public school should be telling any child that his family's religious beliefs are wrong, and implicitly that he and his family aren't as patriotic as believers. What is the pledge that the school is going to sponsor on a daily basis? You have to keep in mind that if the school is sponsoring every day a pledge that says under God in it, then if you're a non-theistic family, you are sending your kid to school every day to be told by the school and by the government that your family's religious beliefs are wrong. The school is basically saying that what mom and dad are saying about religion is wrong. That's why a lot of people think that by taking under God out of the pledge, we're somehow making it an anti-God pledge. That's not the truth at all. We're making it neutral. It would be an anti-God pledge if it said one nation and there is no God, but that's not. We're just saying let's take God and religion out of the pledge so it can be neutral, because it's ironic. We're saying that we're indivisible and that there's liberty and justice for all. How can we have in the middle of that sentence something that divides the country? It's no different, really, than if it said one nation under Jesus.
Pam,
Right?
you want to respond to that?
Well, I do have a response, and Justice O'Connor said it is unsurprising that a nation founded by religious refugees and dedicated to religious freedom should find references to divinity in its symbols, songs, mottos, and oaths. Eradicating such references would sever ties to a history that sustains this nation even today. Okay, for without God, the law is invited to become God.
Well, I would
I
just say...
think it would be a mistake.
Well, Pamela, I would just say that, I think, one, if you view this issue objectively, you have to concede that, yes, America does have a religious tradition. I think there's room for debate over just how strong that religious tradition is. I mean, certainly, the Pilgrims were religious refugees of sorts, and there's been a religious tradition. But if we're going to acknowledge America's religious tradition, why do we have to do it in a way that affirmatively states there is a God? I think we should acknowledge tradition in a way that acknowledges tradition and does not assert a very specific religious truth claim. It would be like acknowledging our secular tradition, which we do have. We have a secular tradition. Would we acknowledge that by declaring that there is no God?